Joanna, and this is Next, a weekly vlog where I talk about singing and what's coming up next. You can catch me on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button, or you can follow me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Joanna Moffitt Soprano, JohannaMoffitt Soprano, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Joanna Moffitt, same spelling. I went to see Grand Hotel at NEIU last week, and while there were some questionable things in the show itself, I thought the production was really fun and well done. I was really inspired by the fact that NEIU utilizes people from their community to put on these productions. I thought it was really a genius way to inspire the students to continue to pursue the arts. You know, to kind of look at these community members and see that, you know, this is something that you can do well on in your life. And also it's a great way to propel the program forward, because if you don't have all of the talent that you need for a show, you can find it around you in the community, you know, and I think that's a great way to make sure that your program stays vital and stays important to the community. Coming up next, Holy Week, we've got Good Friday services. I am going to be singing The Crucifixion by Samuel Barber, and also Were You There When They Crucified My Lord, which is an African-American spiritual. I'm really excited about that. This will be the third time I've sung that piece at Good Friday, so you know, I'm looking forward to doing it again. And Easter Sunday is going to be busy and fun. We usually do 2 services, and there'll be trumpets and loud organ, and it'll be a good time. Then in May, the first Friday of May, I was supposed to do a concert at Westminster Presbyterian in Buffalo, but I haven't heard from them yet, so I'm going to say that's probably not happening. But good for them, you know, if they call me last minute, I do have a lot of music that is prepared, so I'm sure I could do the concert still. May 10th and 11th is Into the Woods with the Lycée Française. I am really excited about this. The kids are doing better than ever, so it's going to be a really good show. So come out and see that if you can. May 31st, I'm doing Figaro with my friend's production. I'm curious to see how it goes. It's going to be a like semi-staged concert version, and I really look forward to singing Countess again. She is interesting for me to sing at this point of my life, because there's this innate sadness about her, but it's only because of looking at who she was, you know, especially through the eyes of her husband, and who she is now because of becoming the Countess. And she's just fascinating in that way, because I feel like she is a Spitfire person. She gets put in a situation where she is dragged down and sort of forced to be a more boring version of herself, and so she kind of rediscovers herself throughout this show, and I really love it. I would sing it again and again and again. So something I've been thinking about this week is The Crucifixion by Samuel Barber, because I'm singing it, and because I think that the poetry and the music really suit each other. Samuel Barber creates this scene, you know, where you feel the bittersweetness of life and death happening at the same time. The poem says, "At the cry of the first bird, they began to crucify thee, O swan. Never shall lament cease because of that. It was like the parting of day from night. Ah, sore was the suffering borne by the body of Mary's son. Yet sorer still to him was the grief, which for his sake came upon his mother." It's this beautiful human moment in this like bigger, messier thing that's happening, right? So what Barbara does is tie you in to that bittersweetness through the concept of dawn breaking, so life beginning and Christ's life ending at the same time. You get this theme of the bird call. To start the piece. And it starts quietly at the cry of the first bird. They began to crucify thee, O swan. So the bird call plays throughout all of that. Then you get the cry again, but it's more, it's in a lower tessitura. So it's in a lower part of the keyboard. And the text is a little more human. It's not the picture painting anymore. Never shall lament cease because of that. It was like the parting of day from night. And then the piano grows. There's this upward motion in the piano. And you get this big, so was the suffering born. This big moment in the voice. And harmonic stillness from the piano, plonk, plonk, by the body of Mary's son. And it's quiet again, and you get the theme back again, but sore still to him was the grief, which for his sake came upon his mother. And it's quiet, and one last bird call, and then it's over. And I just thought how perfectly and beautifully he described that moment. For me, it's a really visceral reaction when I listen to it because of the bird call. I don't know if any of you have ever woken up in a place where there's a lot of melodic birds who, they have these melodic bird calls. Pardon me. But it feels like they're calling to you. And so it's just this beautiful feeling when you hear it. But the idea of the crucifixion is dark and sad and morose. And so these two things put side by side, it just makes it wonderfully, beautifully human. And I love that about this piece. That's all for Next this week. See you on Wednesday next.